Okay. It's just a matter of when it will be
hello.
announced.
Looks like we don't have a sub.
people. We do. It is going to be... Oh, it is? Nope, no sub. No sub. Cookser is here. So we have a Cookser sighting for Bean, and I believe we are about to get this one underway, boys and girls, and, genders of all ages. We're good to go. Game on. Game 1 of 4. All 4 games to be played, and we are underway. It goes immediately at the Bean net. Scrub Killer going to try to take control. Gets a touch around 1. Gets it over 2. Getting some help from Greasy. Greasy going to go up the wall here. Boosts back into this. He does not quite make contact. Pondex going to work with Freaky and get this ball out. 20 seconds in. No direct shots as of yet. This is going to go towards or into the Penta end. Pondex going to make contact going towards the halfway line. Greasy up the corner. Shaves the ceiling with it. Scrub Killer trying to keep the pressure up. Forces the issue into the middle. Cookser is there. We'll try to take it off the sidewall. Past Greasy goes a killer number 7, but it will be sent back in. As of right now, Bean controlling the possession, as you and I probably predicted going in.
There doesn't seem to be too many risks taken from either side. Cookser did have a few problems looking like going for the first 20 seconds, not able to get in. And that caused for a bit of a passive opening, but it looks like there's maybe a bit of a chance there, but nothing really coming either side right now.
And this is too Dazzy. Apparently no game sound is happening right now. Just giving you a heads up. But we are back into the Penta Sports end. Good play from Pondex to get that deep into Bean territory, but that's taken by Scrub. Scrub Killer gets 50 on this sidewall. That's going to be towards the net. That ends up being a pass, and it's going to be dunked in by Pondex. Able to put it in first strike, going to Penta.
Pondex, one of the sharpest shooters in the EU region, comes all from a freaky dunk on Scrub Killer on the right-hand side. Falls nicely to Pondex. He puts in a nice finish. Both, I think it was Cuxer and Greasy going for the same ball there. Unable to get a decent clear, and that's allowed Pondex to put into the empty net. Good start here for Penta, but not too much happening apart from that lucky goal. Well, not quite lucky. Kind of well-worked goal, but not the best or most creative openings coming on for Penta.
1:35 into game number 1. Pondex tries to keep that in. It's going to be Greasy who follows it into the Penta end. Put up for Scrub Killer. The angle's there. He drops it straight down to Cuxer, who puts it home. We are tied up.
After a very passive opening, we've got 2 goals and 2 quick concession. Greasy with a great centre off the back goal for Scrub, who puts it down perfectly with Cuxer, who reads the play perfectly, gets in front of Pone. Freaky can't get on the block on Scrub either, and it just allows for an empty net again for Cuxer to make it 1-1.
1:46 in now, and we have a tie game again. Greasy going to get a play directly at, well, not quite directly at the Penta net. It'll go just wide. Cookser puts it in the corner. Pondex trying to get it out. Killer number 7 will do just that. Greasy, not enough contact on that. That'll go wide and into the blue corner. Goes up with Cookser. Cookser gets one touch. Going to try to carry here. Off the backboard. Greasy is there. He will turn away, and he'll put it up the sidewall as it goes at him. Pondex off the back. Scrub Killer reads that perfectly. Pinches it off the wall and up above the crossbar. Played into the middle. 50 in front. Cookser will win that. It'll go to the corner. Greasy gets the first touch. Looking for a second. It'll go up to Cookser. Now Scrub. Scrub going to go up for this. More or less aborts that, and Pone going to send it the other way.
Both teams right now being very happy to be passive and not really try and commit at all 3 players forward at one time. Both quite happy to sit back, maybe throw 2 players forward for an attack, but not commit too much and leave themselves open to a counter right now. But it looks like Penta trying to build a bit of pressure, but not really coming to much at the moment.
Pone going to go for a second touch off the back wall, drops it in front, and Freaky tried to get it towards the net, but it's interrupted right in the slot area. Up the sidewall for Cookser. Loses that to Killer. Greasy over half. That's a pass. Cookser goes across and off the sidewall. Scrub Killer going to try to read this, but the 50 sent away by Pondex. Greasy goes into the corner with it. Freaky off the sidewall. Sent up the side in just barely into the Bean end. Still a tie ball game. Bean still own the possession. Penta need to be opportunistic at this point if they want to take game 1. That's going to be off the back wall. Coming in is killer number 7. They're going to try to do something with this. Greasy gets a touch out to half that Cookser will control.
A bit of an opening there for Freaky and his crew of Penta. They got it off the backboard just once. Bean very good at protecting their back wall, but They managed to squeeze it through once and had it almost shot. Didn't quite work out. And it looks like Bean have an attack of their own brewing right now.
Off the back wall is Cookser and then Scrub Killer. Pondex will chase this down back in the Bean end, but Cookser takes control up over his net. Touched by Scrub. Greasy going to follow this near the wall, looking to get an angled touch into the middle. Towards that blue net. Bean is on the back foot here. Greasy needs a clear. He'll go straight up the ladder to get this one away from his net, but they still have pressure talking about Penta. This is a chance in front that Scrub Killer will clear away. We're at the 30-second mark of game number 1. We are still tied up and very, very close throughout.
Yeah, it has been a very close game. Not many shots for either side. Only 3 for Bean and 5 now for Penta. They've racked up a few more chances, but they haven't really put on too many clear-cut opportunities. They just did have one there. Doesn't quite work out. Pone couldn't quite touch, and looks like both teams are going to be happy to play for overtime. Having said that, Penta with a nice shot opportunity doesn't quite work out in the end, and looks like it will be overtime in the end.
And Scrub Killer going to try to keep this in the air. We are not looking at overtime just yet. Has to touch, but this is an opportunity. Goes off the or out of the air and sent to the ground. So overtime is upon us now. Bean and Penta taking game 1 to OT. Oh, and an immediate kickoff that goes at the net, but Greasy stays put. That was close. If he had gone for boost, this game would already be over. Oh, there's a chance. Nice play in the middle. Both members there of Penta too far up, and Scrub Killer takes advantage. Game 1 over.
Yeah, Greasy managed to get straight in front of killer number 7, who went for that 50-50 in the midfield. Scrub reads the play perfectly and gets ahead of both Pondex and Freaky, who were just kind of stranded, looks like had low boost in the center, and allows Scrub to put it into the empty net for the easiest shot of his life to win the first game 2-1 in overtime.
Yep, very, very good work from Bean. They take game 1. They again, this is not a series. This is all 4 games are going to be played for standings purposes, as we try to determine winners of each group. So Cookser, Scrub Killer, and Greasy, the Bean team, able to get through the first game with a 2-1 win. Going to be interesting to see if things open up here, because we saw some risks not being taken on the offensive side for both teams. And I think as soon as risks start getting taken, that score is going to balloon really for both sides.
Yeah, this game was a very passive game 1. Both teams are trying to feel each other out, not really wanting to make mistakes. Did see Penta have a bit more of possession than I was expecting. They did have the majority of the shots, 8 shots to 4.